Now you'll only pay a lot if you want to, because I'm going to teach you how to make the best recipe of your life using only butter and wheat flour in the dough. Come and learn. Start by adding a drizzle of olive oil. My pan is already warmed down here. A medium onion, finely chopped. And the garlic. I have about 5 cloves of garlic here. Now let it brown. Very golden. And now we'll add our chicken. Here I have a kilo of chicken breast already cooked, salted, and shredded. I'm going to sauté this chicken briefly so it gets a bit of flavor. I've started to brown my chicken a little, and now we're going to season it with salt. Salt to taste. Remember that you've already added salt to the chicken, so don't add too much. I'll add smoked paprika. Olives to taste. A sachet of tomato paste, tomato extract, a carton of heavy cream, and I'm going to mix it up really well. There you go. Look at that. It's like this. Look, very wet, but at the same time, it's not too watery. Look, it's a delicious little chicken. Now we're going to let it cool down while we prepare our pasta. Here in my dish, I have 500 grams, half a kilo of normal wheat flour and I also have my butter. I'll give you the exact amount below. I'm just going to put it like this to make it easier when I take it out so I don't make a mess. I'm going to add it little by little, and I'm going to mix these two very well. The important thing is that you understand the point at which we need this dough. Here's how it looks. Here in total, I use 250 grams of butter to 500 grams of flour. See, it's still a bit crumbly, but at the same time, look, it no longer sticks to your hand. Here I've opened a little plastic sheet on the worktop. I'm going to put a small portion of this dough on it, and I'm going to put another plastic sheet on top. Before filling our baking dish, I'm going to make the lid. This will make it much easier for us to close our pie. Here, I've opened it, but not too thinly. Leave it thick enough so that it's not too thin afterwards. I'm just going to measure it to make sure it's the right size. I'm going to leave it here in the corner while we do this process inside the baking dish. Here I have a size 20 rim, but ideally it should be a removable bottomed pan. As mine doesn't have a bottom, as I'm using it to make another recipe to bring to you this week, I've just supported my rim here on a baking sheet with a bottom. Now I'm going to come here with this dough, and I'm going to just deposit all of it here on the bottom, spreading it out with my hand until we've lined both the bottom and the sides of our baking dish. I'm going to do this with all of it, all the way around. Ready, family? Oh, the dough is the right amount for you to make this size 20 ring here. So if you're gonna make a slightly larger ring, increase the amount of dough a little using these same proportions. Now we're gonna put in our filling. The important thing is that it's not too hot, but if you happen to have time to let your filling cool completely, it will be even better. The cooler your filling is when you fill it, the better. If you make it too hot, it will end up cooking the dough underneath. So my filling is lukewarm here, but if you can wait a little longer, it will be even better. There you go, nice and stuffed. And now, to make it even worse, we're gonna add the cream cheese, a cup of cream cheese, and we're gonna spread it on top here very nicely. Look, all over our pie. And now, to cover it, we're going to use this dough that we just made at the beginning. Look, just bring it over here, put it on top, give it a little squeeze, and it will cut it to size. And the little burrs that are left over, we use it to make a pretty pie afterwards. Now we just do it like this. Give it a little squeeze here on the sides so it goes down. I made a little joke up here with the rest of the dough that was left over. And now, to make it really golden, really pretty, we're gonna brush on some egg yolk. I added a little water to the egg yolk to make it easier to spread. Now bake at 180 degrees for around 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the power of your oven. It's just come out of the oven. Look how golden it is. And I took advantage of the fact that it was still in the air and transferred it to this little part down here, which was prettier. And now look, we're gonna open it as it's very hot. I'm going here with my mitt so I don't burn myself, and look how easy it is to unmold. Now take a look at this slice and tell me if it's the most delicious pie you've ever made. Without a doubt, this recipe is one of the easiest and most delicious you'll ever try. I'm sure everyone will love it.